Good morning. I'm Patrick Windhorst, State Representative of the 118th District. I'm a resident of Metropolis and Massac County. Previously, before serving as State Representative, I was State's Attorney in Massac County from 2004 to 2018. I'm proud to be here today with Republican leader Jim Durkin, another former prosecutor. I serve as a member of the House Judiciary Criminal Committee. I was only one of two legislators allowed to ask questions about the massive criminal justice reform bill known as the SAFETY Act that passed the House over serious objections of law enforcement organizations. I'd like to review the state of criminal justice and public safety in the state of Illinois. From the mid-1990s, when it was at its peak, until the mid-2010s, the crime rate dramatically dropped in the state and in the nation. In fact, in Illinois, the violent crime rate dropped over 50%. Around the mid-2010s, continuing till now, criminal justice reform efforts have stripped away many of the laws designed to promote public safety. Most notable was the initial bail reform effort in 2010, which was effective in 2018, and the bail reform initiated in Cook County around that same time. Those efforts culminated in the passage of the SAFETY Act last January and its massive overhaul of the criminal justice system and policing in our state. Where do we stand now? In 2021, violence in Chicago reached a level not seen in 25 years, as nearly 800 people were murdered. The 2022 murder rate is on pace with last year, meaning another tragically deadly year ahead. Violent crime is up 4% on the year, with a 31% increase in overall property crime already in 2022. This follows a 4-year decline in property crime rates, dropping back to 2018, and after their historic reductions in violent crime, which I referenced earlier. This is all occurring while many of the most concerning provisions of the SAFETY Act haven't taken effect yet. I've taken to this microphone several times throughout this abbreviated session to highlight legislation that will repeal the SAFETY Act and to note the consequences we are seeing now that were predicted before the SAFETY Act was even passed. The elimination of cash bail, which we'll see in January of next year, a policy that has been disastrous in other states. Unlimited, anonymous complaints against police officers, enhanced legal jeopardy for police officers, and reduced penalties for serious crimes. Fulfilling our duty to citizens to provide the safe and civil society they deserve demands our justice system draw hard lines against violent crime. A peaceful society can only be maintained when the pendulum of justice does not swing too far toward the perpetrators of chaos, violence, and organized crime in our communities and too far away from the rights afforded to victims. After the SAFETY Act was signed by Governor Pritzker, we have seen the job of law enforcement officers become more dangerous and harder to do, while criminals appear more emboldened than ever. As trailer bill after trailer bill has been brought forth to correct technical mistakes in the original act, the point that Democrats rushed through a flawed product at a late hour of session that was filled with drafting errors, policy flaws, and unintended consequences has only been made clearer. And as we anticipate, even in this session, more criminal justice legislation, I am concerned we will see a product crafted by only one party, as we have seen over the last 2 years. Illinoisans deserve to live in safe communities and neighborhoods without the fear of violent criminals being back on the streets to reoffend and terrorize their communities.